One.
Happy Halloween, everybody. This is Elvis, and I'm here with my favorite wines and my friend Carly. Hi, Carly. How you doing? All right. My friend Carly likes to dance, so I'd like to show you what she likes to dance to. Go ahead, Carly. Shake it up, shake it up. Welcome to Wine Library TV. Here's your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. That's it.
Hello everybody and welcome to Wine Library TV. I'm your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. Well, you've already read the post. I did this episode 3.5 hours ago and it was fantastic. It was an all-time classic. It probably would have gotten me a star on the Walk of Fame in Hollywood. So, I'm sad. I had to drive all the way back, but the determination to make an episode for Wine Library TV is there. So, rest assured, through wind, snow, rain, fog, dust, I will be here for you. Today's episode is... Oh, wait a minute. See, I'm so vercockled by the situation. Elvis, great intro. Great job, and the little one was absolutely adorable. Guys, I'm out of videos. No more video entries. So, no more video intros unless you send me one tonight. Please, somebody. Today's episode is going to be about Australian wines just scored by Robert Parker today. We did this with Spain a few months ago, 2 months ago actually, and it was a huge hit. It really helped people kind of make some decisions, and I thought that was really great. We've been selling an obnoxious amount of Australian wine today online because of the issue, and I figured and thought we could attack 4 wines right now just for you. Besides that, there's a lot going on. Wine Library TV parties. That's right, the WLTV parties. We talked about it way back. We're going to do 3. I'm looking to start them in mid-February and go on a whirlwind 30-day tour to Chicago, San Francisco, and New York, and I've decided now, right on the spot, live right now, I didn't even do this on the first one, we've got to do one for New Jersey. I'm born and raised here in Jersey. So, I think I have a person for... No, I'm actually not born in... Was I born... This is classic. I was born in Belarus, but I was pretty much raised in New Jersey my whole life. Yeah, this is what you get, guys, when you let Gary come back and do a second one. I'm really, really good on the first one. So I have people for California. I think I have somebody heading up Chicago, but I definitely need somebody for New York and obviously now for New Jersey. Anybody from Belarus who wants to do one, maybe we'll do a 5th one. All right, I'm babbling a whole lot. We're doing that. I want to mention one final thing. Bob Barker retired. That's right, after 50 years, the longest running host for a show in the world, Bob Barker is retiring. And so, obviously, we're going to try to break his record. He broke Johnny Carson's. I'm going to go for 51 years. So, guys, sit back and enjoy the next 16 trillion episodes. But, in honor of Bob, today is the game show episode as well. Let's hear the music, Chris. That's right, we are going to be doing some prizes today. So while I'm doing this, pay attention, free stuff, folks. So, the first wine, finally, Thorne Clark Shot Fire 2005 Barossa Shiraz. 92 points, Robert Parker, $14. Let me tell you what I rated this before. So it kind of gives us, let's see if anything's really changed in about 3 hours. But this wine was scored earlier today by me a 92 as well. So let's see what's going on. Once again, the obvious, obnoxious, tremendous color that all Australian New World Barossa wines give. It's a little bit of a different episode, obviously. You're going to see a different angle because I've already tasted these wines just 3 hours ago. So because the unfortunate disc, we're doing it again. So I'm just going to tell you what the tasting notes are. There's a lot of surprise and all that out of it, so I apologize for that. But I'm still excited to try them again, and it is 3 hours later, and we'll see what's happening. Same viscous, black cherry, black currant nose. Really hasn't evolved much. In a way, actually, in a dark horse way, this actually might be a pretty cool episode. So, same black cherry, black currant I got before. nice. And actually, the tannins are a little more settled down than they were about 3 hours ago, which is nice. Once again, the same reason I loved this before. Huge mouthfeel, dark cherry, firm tannins, nice grip on the mid palate, long finish, not fake, which is something I really was surprised with before. I really expected this to be a fake fruit bomb. That's what these usually are. Thorne Clark blew up on the scene about 36 months ago with a Parker issue where for $8 to $12 wines, they got like 94 and 96 point scores. It went through like 7 different suppliers. It was a lot of going on with this winery. Finally got our hands on it. It just came in today at 92 points and from Parker and 92 points from me again. No doubt about it. This is a very, very solid wine, an absolute steal from Australia. I mean, $14 for a Barossa Shiraz of this kind of quality. I'm really excited. And not fake. It's definitely a New World wine. Old World guys, you know, no chance. But, you know, this is pretty exciting stuff. Really great raspberry flavor as well. Almost like grape, the grape bubble gum that you get as well. Really nice. All right, let's move on. This is the 2003 Nurapada High School Shiraz. That's right, I said high school. I'm gonna give it a rinse. This is an amazing project run by Colin and Lindsay, two wonderful people that I met. I was actually at this high school. That's right. In 2001, I went to on my Australian tour. We went to this high school, and right there in the middle of the high school, just like in Jersey, we have the Cosmo room and the machine shop and things like that. They had the wine room, and there's these high school kids, 14 to 17 years old, making wine. They're not tasting it, but this is really what I think will give Australia. They've got a lot of projects like this in Australia. It's going to give them an edge, as they're going to have young winemakers coming on board who are going to be really talented. I mean, these kids knew what they were talking about. It was very interesting. This is 92 points Parker, $36, and is made by high school kids. Not too shabby. Very obvious plum flavor comes through in this wine, and that was really what was coming through before, and maybe pretty much the same, maybe a hint more right now, coming through again. What I like about this wine, and what's very attractive and appealing to me, is there's a huge amount of vanilla extract flavor as well. So it's a romantic flavor, as a lot of you know. Really like that about this wine as well. Again, really tight, dark tannins, really lush on the palate, a smoother version of the Thorne Clark, and better body weight. But a little, and once again, same thing that happened 3 or 4 hours ago, disappearing a little bit on the finish. A little bit hollow on the finish, not killing me for that reason. I really like this wine. It's very flavorful, like a rainbow. But, you know, 90 points is about where I'm going to go. That's where I was before. That's exactly where I was before, and I think I'm going to stick with that. On the last sniff there was a little bit of an apricot skin flavor, which is really quite nice. But what a cool product. I mean, isn't this cool? Really, really cool. So kudos to those kids. They did a great, great job. Let's move on. John Duval Plexus, 2004, 93 points Robert Parker, 49% Shiraz, 27% Grenache, 24% Mourvedre, classic Rhone blend, and the last time we had this 3 hours ago, we scored this one 91 points. Again, 93 Parker, $28, I believe, actually. And let's give it a whiff. Yep, once again, just like before, very obvious licorice on the nose, black licorice. Also a hint of, not even a hint, a very strong nose characteristic of white pepper, which is quite nice. Now this wine comes off a little fake. It's got a little bit of that artificial flavors that we struggle with sometimes on WOTV. I'm a big New World guy. I like Old World wine, just like that little $6 Chianti. But, you know, I definitely enjoy all different characteristics in wine, but this one tends to be a little too fake for me. It's extremely smooth. And, more importantly, and this did this before too, and it was a little bit more obvious on the nose last time, but I just felt it on the palate. Extremely, very huge flavors of mocha, coffee, and almost like walking into an original Starbucks. I mean, you're really getting that coffee aspect. I mean, a lot. Really smooth, and that's what's going to push this wine to be 91 points again, pretty much in the same range. Also, hasn't changed much. The smoothness and the delicious factor of the mocha and the coffee really make this a compelling wine. Its artificialness is what drops me a couple points from what Parker is, but this is a solid bottle of wine, and you will definitely, when you're in the mood for this style of wine, will enjoy this wine. I'm going to go 91 points, and that's not, not too shabby. Finally, and man, this is what stinks about redoing this episode. Oh, wait a minute. It's contest time. First prize coming up. Let's do this. Let's give somebody a wine journal. That's right. This beautiful wine journal can be yours if you are a lurker. That's right. All lurkers, come on, you got to comment in this episode, say it's your first time, long time watcher, first time, going for the lurker prize. You got to put that in, going for the lurker prize. I will extend this until 3 p.m. tomorrow. 3 p.m. tomorrow is the cutoff for this contest, and I will pick one lucky lurker. We'll do it live, semi-live. We'll put all the names in a basket or a bag, and we'll pull one out live on tomorrow's episode. So a lurker, that's right, that's what you get for holding off sometimes, will get this free wine journal. Okay. Actually, you know what? One more prize. One more prize. Let me hear the music. Don't you just love that music? A Bordeaux bottled rack. That's right. 8 wines you could fit on your counter. You can put it together very easily if you're handy. And this is a tremendous little thing to put on your, let's say, kitchen or in your wine room. And it can be yours if you ask me the best question. That's right. I'm doing no questions. I didn't do it earlier, and I'm not doing it now. But tomorrow, I want to answer like 12. And this is the best way to do it. Bribe you. So whoever asks me the best question will get this rack. So everybody, I mean, this should involve everybody, including lurkers, old-timers, even you, Italian Stallion. Let's do it. I want you to ask me a wine question, and whichever one is the most original or interesting will get this beautiful rack. All right. God, that was fun. Cut the music. Not like it was playing. Hobbs, 2003 Barossa Shiraz, $100 or so. We were selling it for about $88. We had a special price on it, but this is sold out. This was the only bottle in the store. This wine got an average score, nothing too crazy. 97 points, Robert Parker. Insanity. Huge score. I'm really disappointed not going to be able to get my initial natural reaction. So, I'm not going to fake it, but we'll taste it. I went ballistic, and we loved it. I'll save my score, and I'll tell you in a little bit. A little more suspense while I taste this. This is extremely good wine. This comes from a very small vineyard, hand-picked, right by Chris Ringland's vineyards for 3 vineyards, where he used to pick that wine, which got 100-point scores from Parker in the past. This wine is so concentrated and has such a huge mouthfeel of dark chocolate and cassis and blackberry and blueberry pie and mocha and just like massive amounts of flavors, on and on and on. Really huge mouthfeel. Hits your back palate with such a nice coffee candy aspect. This is massive Shiraz. Like a sour strawberry flavor. I don't know, it's sour, but it's not cherry, it's more strawberry. Very unusual. Huge mouthfeel. Before, I was tasting it for like 3 minutes after I tasted the wine. Extraordinarily long finish. I'm going to score it the same way I did before, which is 96 plus. I really love this wine. I feel like it's a little slight step below the Contador from La Cueva, which I scored 97 points, so I'm trying to stay within my rating points. as mentioned on the boards, kind of nitpicking on my scores, 90 to 89 is like such a big gap, or 88. I'd much rather you take my tasting notes into consideration. Points are very tricky. I do them for reference. I do them for fun. But please keep in mind the tasting notes. And that's for Parker and for Spectator and for everybody else, not just myself. So the tasting notes are far more important than the actual points. So I hope you watch the videos for that reason. This wine is extraordinary. If you can find it anywhere, please do. It's very small production. Some of the finest restaurants in the country will have it. Seek it out. It is absolutely right there with Penfolds Grange, is one of the best Shirazes in the Barossa Valley. Right there with all the Molly Dukers and Marquis Phillips Integrity and all these New World fruit bombs. But this reminds me more of Cote Rôtie and that style, so it's a little bit more old world, so it's not completely grape juice on steroids. And because of that, I find this to be just a monstrous effort. Monstrous. Question of the day, before I give out the final obnoxious prize. Question of the day is, what's your favorite game show of all time? We got to give it up to Bob. I think I learned how to speak English by watching The Price is Right. I'm sure my mom did. So because of that, I want to know, what's your favorite game show of all time? There's a lot to do today. And the final gift is this. This little stopper will turn your empty bottle of wine into a lamp. Look, I broke it. An oil lamp. It's really cool, and people buy this thing for some reason. So I think you'll want it. And oh, by the way, I'm going to attach something else to it. I'm going to attach free shipping for the rest of the year for you. That's right. The most obnoxious offer we've ever made for any reason. The winner of this contest, the final showdown, the showcase showdown, the winner gets this and free shipping for the rest of the year. You'll have to contact me, or I'll contact you after you win. And the game goes like this. This game ends at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And I like to call it Refer a Friend. That's right. Whoever gets the most people to comment in the comment section. Have you not been able to tell by now? I'm not happy that the comments are less than 100. It's got to be a new person, first-time person. I have to prove them, so I know that's going to be the case. And it's got to say who sent them there. Now, this is going to be huge. Everybody who's got a big email list is probably going to have a better chance to win. It's not necessarily a Vaniac. Maybe even a Lurker is going to win this. Whoever's got it is going to win. This is a huge prize. This could be worth $2,000, $3,000 in shipping costs. Free shipping, expiring December 31st, 2006. If you are the person that gets the most refers. To get an official refer, they must say, Kahuna sent me, or Tim F sent me. Whatever your name is, and sent me. And whatever your name is on Wine Library TV forum. So, big contest. I hope you win. And more importantly, 2 people are out there. I just got into t-shirts. You've won contests in the past. We just got them in. The 2 people, and I can't remember off the top of my head. I apologize. If I owe you a t-shirt, please email me, because you've won other contests. Try to win this one. Email me. I'll get you those shirts out right away. You, with a tiny, itsy, bitsy, itsy, tiny, weeny piece of me, we're changing the wine game, folks.